Good morning, Andrea. How are you? Happy New Year. Just here in your garage. Don't worry, this video is on private, so no one on YouTube can see anything. It's just directly to you with a link. Just wanted to explain what we're going to do. We're going to clear this area, so I'll put some of the stuff on this side. I'm going to go on top of the roof before we start rendering. I'm going to seal up what's up there. It looks like there's no leaks from previous rain. It looks pretty dry. So our mission today is to knock some of the weak render off, clean this area, like this wall and this wall. I'm going to try and aim to render these two walls today, hopefully. And just waiting for Peter to come to drop all this stuff off, the cement and that. In the meantime, I'm going to get some plastic to cover the ground. So yeah, so I guess that it's going to take at least 3 days, 3 to 4 days to do the rendering in here, everywhere. I think 3 days max. Or possibly 2, hopefully. But other than that, if it's still raining, we can still paint the beams for you if you want, in all base, the white. And I understand with the garage door, we can talk about that later. But if it's a dry day during the week, you can also work out what to paint this. Okay? So that's just so you know what we're doing. Right, so I'm above the garage and the roof. And all I've done so far before we do the rendering is I put really strong silicon on here. Sealed all the cracks of any potential water that might be seeping through. Later on when it's dry, I'm going to put some of my own sort of flashing on here and seal it even more. So all along here, just put the silicone for now. I used 2 tubes already. So I'm pretty confident that that's going to stop the water from seeping through at the moment. But what I plan to do is once this dries, I'll put my own flashing on here. Re-render that over the top, and I'll waterproof it. And hopefully in this area, it's going to stop all the leaks from going underneath into the garage and, playing up with the render. So in the beginning today, it's sealed all the way across. So I don't think of any possible water seeping through while it rains today. Which means we could work with the rendering downstairs. And I'll show you in a sec what we've done so far with the rendering. So what we've done, we've taken out all the old loose render. Some of it was weak. We had to get it off. There was a bit of moisture there, so hopefully that's going to all dry up from sealing the top, as I showed you before. There's a hole there that goes all the way through the other side. Garage. Now what I think is that this is the level of their roof next door in the garage. So on the other side they have, what would you call it?
Ceiling?
No, the platform on top of the garage. And I think every time there's movement it must be affecting the roof on this side. That's my only guess. So if we stop the leaks from up there already, I'm going to put flashing up there and waterproof it. We're going to put apply Bondcrete to all this. I'm going to dust it all out. There's nothing loose. And I'll put some of this Bondcrete, which would hold all the, all the any fine dust particles or anything like that, and sort of like a waterproofing membrane before we apply the cement render. So today I don't think we're going to render this wall. We're just going to get this ready, let it dry for tomorrow, and we'll aim to do this wall. So this wall's fine. It's just this wall that we have to really concentrate on getting all that render where it was needed. Everything else is strong, it's just in these areas. So we wanted to have a look and analyse and apply the Bondcrete membrane to it, and we'll probably render this the next day. So we're just applying the Bondcrete all of those areas, and that has to dry within nearly 24 hours.
Oh, right.
Yep. So we must get that on there before we even render. We can't even render that today.
Right.
But we will be able to start on this because it's pretty good.
Yeah.
No leaks, no nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've now treated it with Bondcrete, and we're going to let that dry. So yeah, so it seals everything on this side. Let that dry before we put the render on there. just like the sealant. And then we'll go above and put this tape flashing on there. So we've got this flashing tape. This will bond with the surface. And this will seal all this. And after we put this in, all the way to the end, when it dries next time, well, we can waterproof it and seal it more. That's what we put here. So far we've rendered the garage and we've fixed all that that area there where it was exposed in weak render. So this is the beginning of day 3. Anyway, we're about to do this side of the wall. So we're going to shift everything from this side to the other side because we finished on this side. To be continued. This is our finish. Rendered the whole garage. So some bits are wet, it's drying. Did the whole thing here. That's it. Ready for painting.